and click the micro joints. We can clear them if we don't want it. And besides, as the default cutting path goes clockwise, it goes clockwise. When we come to the bottom line of the second oblong, the sheet will vibrate for lack of support. To solve the problem, we use the feature reverse. We use the reverse to change the direction of the cutting path. So now, as sheet get a better support, it will stay steady while being cut. Down below, this is the gap feature here. In the drop-down menu, we can see the gap. Select the graphic and click it when we need to set a gap at the end of cutting path. Here is the gap. On the contrary, we can seal the gap if we don't want it no more. There are also overcut and multi-cut. Overcut is for making sure the whole part was machined, and multi-cut is for an obvious marking. Sometimes we need to cut graphics with sharp angle. To ensure a good performance, we use the feature ring cut. As always, we click to set parameters accordingly. Now we get the ring cut. And when it occurs to parts with corner to be bent in the next step, like a standard part like this, we can set relief angle here. Manually. And this fillet features different from the one at the bottom left. We can add fillet one by one according to needs. When we cut thick plate, at a corner of a graphic or the lead-in, from the tip we need to get laser off to stop cutting and blow to cool the point in case the part get melted. So we can use the cooling point feature. We've got two ways of automatically cooling point and manual ones. Choose auto cooling point. We'll get every corner and the lead-in position a cooling point. And if we click this clear cooling point, all but the one at the lead-in can be cleared. This one, it needs to be cleared manually. So we click the icon again press Shift and click to clear the point. And at the end, let's focus on the reference point. As we can see, on the machine panel, the red cross represents the position of cutting head at the moment. The white cross is the mouse, and this one is the reference position. The reference point means position of part 0 in relation to that of a whole graphic. When we set the reference point at the bottom left, the graphics will show at the top right of the point, as we can see here. And in the floating coordinate mode, the cutting head and the part 0 position is at the same place. So the machine process starts at the top right. If we set the reference point at the bottom right, the machine process starts at the top left of the point. There we've got exclude unprocessed layer. For example, there we have 2 graphics. And we now set the rectangle as not processed. And we check this box. The reference point will be at the bottom of the circle. It means it will start cutting from this circle instead of the rectangle. And though we can manually set the reference point, relative zero reference is the common choice. The floating coordinate work with zero reference can realize a flexible production. So that's for today. We've learned the features in view, geometry, and the technique setting modules, and we know how to draw simple graphics. Remember to practice. See you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to our CyberCut tutorial. Last time we've learned about how to draw simple graphics, set cutting techniques, and functions in the view and geometry. Today we will learn the ways of sorting sequence for different graphics and the tools that help to get a better cutting performance. Without further ado, let's get started. Now see the sort module. We've got all these 11 ways of sorting. We've got grid pattern, local shortest path, cutting die pattern, smaller figure prior, radiating outward, left to right, right to left, and top to bottom, bottom to top, as well as clockwise circular pattern and counterclockwise circular pattern. In general, we choose grid pattern. Left, right, top, bottom. These 4 types are mainly used for cutting well-arranged graphics. For instance, the square matrix, select them, choose the left to right. And we can drag this progress bar to simulate the cutting path. For this we can get parts cut within rather regular and short travel path. However, there would be too many unnecessary travel paths. When we cut this kind of graphics, as we can tell, if we use these 4 modes for annulus, this is inefficient. But radiating outward, clockwise and counterclockwise are just perfect for annulus patterns. This way can we skip over unnecessary travel paths and hence improve efficiency. And here we've got 3 other options to be chosen as needed. These 4 icons above are used to manually change the sequence, like set a first to get processed or the last. These are for the sort module. Subcut supports simple nest function as well. We've got nest here besides the sort module. First of all, we open a file that needs to be nested. Select the parts. Right-click to add them to part list. Input number. Key in number, say 50. And the parts will be in the list. Select the parts. And we choose the nest. And set up the parameters and then OK. We will get the nesting result. But please note that for this nest function in subcut, it's just at a basic level, so it supports only 50 kinds of parts and results of 20 plates at most. So if you are searching for powerful and professional nesting software, check this website below. FriendS has prepared SubNest for you. Array here, as its name implies, we use it to generate the same graphics. Let's draw a simple rectangle, for example. We click Array. Set the size. And layout and row direction, and we can get the original graphic arrayed. The second one is dynamic array. Also, we first draw a simple graphic and choose the dynamic array. Set the row and column distances, and we hold the left button on the mouth and drag to the direction, the start point direction, as well as where to stop, at our disposal. The next